welcome back to Who Even Cares Anymore. Yeah, I'm your host, joined by Marcus as always. Marcus,
Heyo.
don't really know what else to say. We're back after a little break, but who really cares,
Yeah.
right?
Oh man, what a season! Just a great one so far.
Yeah, this is both our teams just giving us a lot of good stuff for some ratings, huh? Just so much great stuff to talk about.
Yeah, the rivalry is really brewing right now, and there's still so many more weeks to go too.
Right. I mean, who knows who's going to finish in third place between us two? It's quite a battle.
I guess we have that. So.
Yep. So can't wait for that Sunday night matchup. See if that's going to get flexed or not in a few weeks. So I can imagine that's going to be flexed. So.
Oh man, it has to be, right?
The only reason they keep it on there is just for whatever historic rivalry we have over the last 10 years. So.
Or maybe there's nothing else that week. There could be that.
Yeah, we'd have to check what the schedule is that week. But, yeah, so, yeah. Like I said, we're back after a couple weeks off, after we did 2 weeks together in one video. Lots happened, seems like. All of a sudden, Marcus is just out in front and just taking over everything, apparently. So he went 7-1 over these last 2 weeks, puts him at 17-13. I went 3-5. That brings me to 15-15. At least we're both at least 500. At least we can say that for the first time this year.
Yes, we're finally got our heads above water, and I think you should leave more often because I have good luck when you leave.
Yeah, apparently. So I will be heading out of town again in a month or so, but we'll be actually doing the show while I'm out of town that time. So it won't be a break.
That'll still work. I think that'll still work.
Yep. Otherwise, some stuff going on around the NFL last couple weeks. Mahomes very clearly is being hit by the Madden curse this time around. He may have survived it the first time, but it's definitely come from full force this time. Don't know.
It's kind of a dual Madden curse and Super Bowl hangover at once, so you can't get away from that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's just a recipe for disaster. Plus, he has his family to deal with, so it's like a triple whammy.
It's true.
Then we got, Arizona and Cincinnati. They seem to be the real deal. So I know there's still some, possible doubts about Arizona with some of their games, but, Cincinnati for sure. Joey B, he's the real deal. So it's been impressive. Dak Prescott seems to have competition for a comeback player of the year, I'd say. So.
Yeah, I never even really considered anybody else would get it besides Dak, and now it's a legit battle.
Yep. So it's good to see. So I'm glad for Cincinnati. I think since I'm taking a bit of a back seat, with the Seahawks this year, Cincinnati is definitely a team I can pull for, though I am pulling for Buffalo, too, at the same time in the AFC. But Cincinnati is a team that deserves it. So
I would totally agree, and their head coach is a former Nebraska quarterback.
Oh,
so.
Wow, there you go. So.
Yeah, Big 12 Player of the Year, 2008, Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, I believe.
Dang, you came on here spitting facts.
Yeah, I mean, the year is probably completely wrong, but it did happen.
Oh, well. You sounded convincing when you said it, so.
Well, I shouldn't have said anything afterwards then.
Exactly. All right, and then going over to fantasy football, Marcus, never say never. You're pulling it off again. You're making a bit of a comeback. You're 3-4 now, but in our league, that's good enough for tied for third place or something because. It's all bunched up there. You got a 4-3 team, then everyone else is 3-4. Then we have one 2-5 team, and then you have me at the top at 7-0, still undefeated. So halfway through the season, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not going to jinx anything.
Still jostling for position behind the man, the myth and the legend.
So I'm glad I'm not involved in that chaos there. That would be something. So. You all can just.
I enjoy the chaos, so I'm fine.
You can just battle for that 2-5 spot there. I'll just enjoy my coasting through the rest of the season. See, but I'll be stressing out as it is over being undefeated. But that's first world problems. So.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so see what happens this week. I forgot who you're playing this week. Is it Sven? I want to say.
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. All I know is that Devontae Adams might not play on Thursday, right. So that's a big blow to my team.
That is. So, yeah, that's definitely a blow. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Just all bad around there, but that's good for Robertonian picking up the stream this week. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll just get to our picks. I really need to get going here. I've had a rough few weeks as it is, so start off hot, and now I've cooled off. So we'll start off with our lock. Marcus got a bit of a spicy lock this week, as you say. So let's hear that spicy lock.
Yes, I'm going with a bit of an odd lock, but it's going to be the Falcons over the Carolina Panthers by 10 points.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I really don't know why I'm doing this. I just have a really good feeling about it, and I thought I'd be a little weird with it.
But I wonder because earlier in the season you were going with upsets based off the line and the spread. So I wonder if this technically would qualify as a lock then based off the spread. So I feel like you're sort of taking over here and starting to make up some rules as we go along. But we'll let it slide.
Yeah, well, and I'm also just trying to give you a little chance to get back in this thing, I guess, maybe.
Okay, well, I appreciate that then. All right, well, my lock, we talked about them earlier. The Bengals, they're playing the Jets this week, and the Jets without Zach Wilson, so they'll be even worse off than they already were. I don't even know who's going to be quarterback this week. They brought him Joe Flacco back, so who knows? So either way, even if Wilson was playing, it's still the Bengals in a lock, so I'm taking the Bengals by 9.
I like it.
All right, what's your upset?
Upset? Possibly another bit of a spicy take here. I'm going with the Detroit Lions to get their first victory over Philadelphia by 2.
While we're on top of Detroit, I gotta say, I know that they haven't won a game yet, but I think they've got the right guy in Campbell out there. I know they're winless, but they've had some scrappy and hard-fought games, and they almost got the Rams this past week.
Yep.
I think their future may be in good hands out there with Campbell. I've been kind of impressed with that team, even though they're winless.
Yeah, it's been one of those things where they've at one point in each game this year they've been in it for a long time or for a little bit. They're that close right now.
Definitely. So yeah, so respect to Campbell out there with what he's doing with that team. My upset this week. I am taking the Minnesota Vikings to upset the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. So Vikings by 4.
Not bad.
Yep. All right, so your random game. I had to just quickly find this one because you decided to do the Falcons-Carolina game, which is the one I was originally going to give you. So let's go to an AFC North showdown between the Steelers and the Browns.
Ooh, I was kind of looking at this one, and this is actually a little tough because you don't know how healthy Baker is going to be. I believe he's going to play, but I don't know.
I believe Nick Chubb is back too. So
that's correct. Oh man, this is honestly very tough. The Steelers' offense is very bad. Oh, fine. Give me the Browns by 1. I'm not confident at all in that, but Browns by 1.
All right, Browns by 1. All right, what do I got?
All right, well, I'm giving you one here that maybe you've expected, maybe not.
I'm not prepared for anything.
Okay. I'm giving you the 49ers versus the Bears.
Ooh, okay. Ah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Justin Fields has had a tough go of it. I don't know if all that's his fault, though. Where are they playing?
This is in Chicago.
Is Jimmy G fully healthy? Is he going to be playing, or is it going to be Lance?
He's fully healthy. He played like crap in the last game because he can't take any kind of adversity whatsoever, and it was raining. So yeah.
Give me the Bears by 3.
Okay, all right.
Taking the Bears by 3. All right, well, that brings us then to Pooch Picks. So after 2 weeks, boy, Henry, sure, man. Henry just won it all last year and just said, "Screw it, I'm done. I'm just gonna might need to replace him."
Yeah, he's completely mailed it in, and I might need to bring in Annabelle next year to take his spot.
Yeah, so we got the OG. He's up there at 6-2. Then we got Drake. He's at 5-3, not doing bad for his first go at it. And then Henry just down there at 2-6, just doing whatever Henry wants to do. So,
Man.
Yeah, so we'll see then who they pick this week. So week 8, Pooch Picks, here we go.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
All right, we are back for Pooch Picks after our little absence there. So DOG has gone up to 6-2 now, so he is running away with this right now at the moment. And we'll see if he can continue this week. This week's menu item, eating good this week. The dogs are getting some pieces of steak this week, so treating them well this week. So let's see. Sunday Night Football this week. We got the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. So let's see who DOG goes with. All right, DOG, who you taking? Ooh, taking the Vikings. All right, I like it. They are going to be my upset pick, so we'll see what happens. All right, now we've got Drake ready to make his pick. I believe he is sitting at 5-3. So he's actually, I said DOG's running away with it, but actually Drake is hot on his heels here. So it's just poor old Henry that's just way, way out of it. R.I.P. Henry, sorry. Anyways, we'll see who Drake picks this week in Sunday night's matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings. So we know that DOG's going to the Vikings. So let's see who Drake is going with. Drake slowly making his way over there, and he's going with the Vikings as well. So both Drake and DOG picking the Vikings. So, I mean, either way it happens, either they both lose or they both win. So DOG will stay in first place no matter what happens. Come on, Drake, you gotta figure that out. You gotta catch up to DOG, not stand pat with him. Anyways, there you go. Pooch Picks, week 8.
What up? It's been a long time, but Pooch Picks are finally back, and Henry is ready. I got 3 bowls here. One of them's empty. 2 of them have Kirk Cousins Vikings or Dak Prescott's. Nope. Oh, gosh. Got Annabelle in here trying to sneak a Pooch pick here. I'm going to have to be careful here. Don't you dare. Annabelle? No. Okay, so I'm going to get Henry. There's Jackson. And here we go. Go make your pick. Come here. Oh, okay. So he's taking the Vikings. Ballsy move.
All right, and we are back. And so kind of a boring week this week. Everyone is picking the Vikings. So, Nobody's going to gain ground on anyone, and nobody's going to pull away from anyone. So, it's like, could they get any more boring?
Yeah, well, I keep trying to switch it up on Henry a little bit to maybe get a spark lit under him. And I do think he might have made an okay pick, but it's not going to matter, it looks like.
No, apparently not. So I did see, he had Annabelle and Jackson in there, so, maybe warming up. Annabelle was looking like she wanted to take the Vikings, too.
Yes, she was going for it. Luckily, she's a good dog, and I tell her no, and she won't totally go after it. And luckily, Jackson didn't know there was food over there because Henry and Jackson like to fight over food a lot. But it all worked out for the best.
Yep. So I technically we could say Annabelle was picking the Vikings, so maybe we'll give her a little test run here, see how that goes. So maybe she might need to come in and replace Henry here.
That might not be the worst idea. We'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, so that's Pooch Picks for week 8, and that means we'll get into the good stuff now. So our teams that we so look forward to talking about, because we have so much to talk about and say about our amazing, wonderful, neat team. So Marcus, why don't you kick us off and have whatever you have to say about the Niners that hasn't already been said.
Yeah, they are neat, aren't they? Man, last week was just... it just kind of put the nail in the coffin for me of knowing that they're definitely not a contender this year. I know it was a rainy day, but...
let's get the scientific term correct. Bomb cyclone.
Yes, a bomb cyclone. Yeah, that was weird. I've honestly never heard that before, and they talked about it a lot. Yeah. So, but Carson Wentz started off slow, and he did fine through the bomb cyclone. So Jimmy Garoppolo did not. He looked terrible almost the entire game. The 49ers as a whole looked terrible almost the entire game. I don't know how many defensive pass interferences one team can have in a season, but we're going to go for that record, it looks like.
Hey, get something, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's something to look forward to here. Honestly, there's just nothing to take away from that game positive, other than maybe Elijah Mitchell, the running back. He's good. We don't stick with him enough, but he's pretty good. Kyle Shanahan has completely lost it this year. I don't know what his deal is, but play calling bad. Overall, just demeanor bad.
Is he on the hot seat?
Wrong. I don't think so yet. I think they'll get through next year to kind of see the Lance experiment go first and see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely next year, after we do not make the playoffs this year, that will be the year of deciding for him. I'm almost positive. So, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say other than I really wish that we would starting Trey Lance right now this week against Chicago. But already been announced. Jimmy Garoppolo will start. They're both healthy now, so who knows? If Garoppolo has a couple bad series, I could see him getting yanked and us never looking back at that point.
Right.
It's Shanahan has just this weird. He keeps wanting to start Garoppolo, even though I know he doesn't want Garoppolo there. It was his idea to trade the draft picks to draft Trey Lance. He's been critical of Garoppolo in the past. He wanted other quarterbacks in here. It's just...
Well, and that sounds like there must be someone behind the scenes making him start Garoppolo then.
It very well could be, or it could just be he's that scared to just maybe hold or hand reins over a little too early, because although I believe Trey Lance will be good, he's very raw. He really is.
Yeah.
He's only played, I believe, 21 or whatever college games, and basically started 2 years, and wasn't even. I think he even started playing in high school late, and he's only 21. It's just I just think he's trying to do the right thing for his development, wanting to hold off, but at some point you're just going to have to rip that Band-Aid off and let him take his lumps, and then at least you know what you got going into the next season.
Exactly. Yep.
That's basically all I got. The only thing I can look forward to the rest of this season is hopefully Trey Lance gets out there and develops correctly, and it's something I can pay attention to.
Yeah. Do you have any keys to give for the game, or just...
Keys to the game. Oh, my gosh.
Just win. Just don't suck.
I honestly don't have any keys. It's just nobody... Okay, my main key would be for Kyle Shanahan to get into some sort of rhythm play calling, because it's just not there.
Oh, and you want to complain about play calling?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to hear that pretty quick here, and it's very warranted. But our teams are just in the same boat right now. It's a lot of coaching right now, if you ask me, on both sides.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't have any keys. My keys are just I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. So I guess you want me to yeah. That's it. I'm just rambling now. I have no keys. I don't know what to think.
We've got some great content here. Our teams are giving us great content right now.
Yeah, it's making the channel top notch right now.
Right. Maybe we should just become Bengals and Cardinals fans the rest of the season.
I don't know about Cardinals, but Bengals is fine.
All right, so what's your pick then for the Niners?
I have waffled back and forth on this a million times. Because I'm stupid, I'm going to go 49ers by 1. And if they lose this game, then I don't know that I'll pick them the rest of the year, legitimately.
All right, that would be in the same boat I'm going to be in here soon, as I'll discuss.
Yep.
All right, well, I don't really have much to say either. Nothing that's hasn't already been said the last few weeks. Mentioned play calling, and I made that little, remark there that you want to complain about play calling because, let's nothing like run the ball right up the middle 7 times in a row or so. Clearly they just don't trust Geno, or just I don't know. You throw an 84-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf and target him once the rest of the game, like that makes total sense. I honestly just don't know. The only thing I can say really is, anyone who still believes that Russell's the problem and not Pete just is completely stupid. I'm just going to say it. It's very clear that Pete Carroll is the issue, not Russell Wilson. That Pete Carroll is the one that needs to go, not Russell Wilson. So I feel like this franchise.
I disagree with that. I think you should sign Pete to a 10-year extension and trade Russell.
Yeah, I bet you would want us to do that. This offseason is going to be a major fork in the road for this franchise. It's going to depend on which path they decide to take. Either Pete's going to go and we can continue to build around Russell, or Russell's going to go and we're stuck with a archaic coach who has to control everything and just is clearly in way over his head at this point. So, hey, even Pete acknowledges it. Pete made a remark the other day in a press conference saying that he doesn't think he'd be around as long if he didn't have Russell. So even he's saying it. He might have said it half jokingly, but I think he knows, he realizes. So even he recognizes it. So what does that tell you? Yeah. So just that's really the only thing I have to say at this point. I hope that this franchise decides, either he decides to move on himself or the franchise decides to move on from him. Really, this feels like right now to me where the Packers were in 2018. They had some I feel like they had high expectations for that season as well, and came into it. I think didn't Rodgers get injured in 2018 as well? He missed some time, I think. So, yeah. So really, this season really feels similar to the way the Packers were in 2018, and then they ended up parting ways with Mike McCarthy mid-season, and the rest is history after that when they brought in LaFleur and all that. So. That's what I'm saying. They should learn from that, learn that they need to move on from the coach, not the quarterback. Because how often do you get a once-in-a-generation Hall of Fame caliber quarterback that still is in his prime and still has some good years ahead of him? So I hope they make the...
Well, so will the new coach come in and then want to get rid of the quarterback like in Green Bay?
Well, the new coach in this case, I believe, would be Shane Waldron.
Oh, you think they would really do that?
I still like Shane Waldron. It's clearly Pete Carroll. Clearly, Pete Carroll has his hands over everything, and so I believe Shane Waldron can be and should be the guy that replaces Pete, especially if it happens after this year. So
I actually completely agree with you because your offense has literally not changed at all, even though the offensive coordinator has brought basically a new philosophy in, but it's just the same old Pete offense right now.
It did change for 1 week, week one, and that was the best week it was. And then something happened. Oh, and then the first half of the Titans game, yeah. But then something happened, and, So, like I said, just seems like no trust in Geno, which, is understandable at the same time. Geno's been decent. He's been okay. He's been managing the game, so I just don't get why they just can't allow Geno to do a little bit more. So... Yeah, I guess my keys, if I had keys, don't suck and find some godforsaken way to win this game. So that's my keys. They lose the Jaguars, I'm shutting the whole thing down. The channel is canceled and everything is done. So
man, this is pretty serious.
So on that note, I am taking the Seahawks by one finger over the Jaguars.
What time is your game on?
105 or something like that. So I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it. I think there might be a Kraken game on or something. I'll watch it, but I'm not going to be invested in it. I'll be paying attention to my fantasy players and stuff probably. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, our games are on at the same time. It looks like so. That will be great. I'll keep an eye on both of them.
Some big time games this week.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. That's all I have for the Seahawks, and yeah. So, we'll go ahead and get to our top five then. So, Marcus, why don't you give us your top five?
Yeah, let's talk about some good teams.
Yeah, some good teams, yep.
So, I got honorable mentions of the Titans, the Bengals, and the Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
Yeah. Then we'll go number 5, Green Bay Packers. Number 4, Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, Buffalo Bills. Number 2, a little bit of an upset maybe, Arizona Cardinals. And number 1, I'm going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Totally not biased in putting the Cardinals at number 2, right?
No, not at all.
Not biased against your boy Cliff.
No, he's he's better this year than I thought he would be. I'll leave it at that.
Wow,
I can't say anything else.
That is high praise. I know that's high praise.
Yes.
All right. Well, my honorable mentions, same as yours: Titans, Bengals, Cowboys. And then number 5, I got the Packers. Number 4, I got the Bills. 3, I've got the Rams. 2, I've got the Bucks. And then number 1, in my book, you're undefeated. You're going to be number 1 when you're undefeated. So Cardinals at number 1. So, yep, there we go. So that's week 8. Halloween weekend coming up. You much of a Halloween guy? Doing anything? Got any plans for Halloween?
Actually, if you must ask, I am going to a party and I'll be dressing as the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh, nice.
I'll get you some photos.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to need a photo of that. That could be a meme down the road.
Yeah, and the wife, Alexa, is going to be Harley Quinn.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
All right.
What about you? Got anything going on?
Going to a party with my baseball team Saturday night, so don't know if I'm going to dress up, but...
Oh, well, that's kind of boring.
Well, it's kind of last minute, so unless we can find something last minute, the fiance and I, I don't know what we're going to do, so...
All right.
Not much of a costume guy, so...
I'm not normally, but we got invited to a costume party, so I'm guessing that means I should probably dress up.
I guess so, I think the scariest thing this weekend, though, will probably be our teams, so...
Yeah.
All right, well...
I'm honestly not even really looking forward to this weekend of football at all. It's just they've done this to me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan this year. I'm a fan of the NFL, and just fantasy football has me still locked in, so...
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Uh-oh. I don't know. I think we got... crap.
Can you hear me?
I think I'm cutting out, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can.
All right, we'll pick that up from... you know what? Let's just leave that in. You know, our teams are crap. Let's just leave it in, and yeah, the fans, the people at home can see how things go, and you know, phone service is crap. So you know, our teams are crap, phone service is crap, everything's crap right now. So let's just roll with it.
We're leaving it in.
Yep, we're leaving it in. So that's the way things roll right now. It just is what it is.
Yes, my favorite.
All right. Well, on that note, I guess if you got some weather out there, losing service, better get going here. So,
yep.
Yeah. Any last thoughts?
Last thoughts. I wish I remembered what it was like in 2019 when the 49ers were good, because that was so fun. But no, not even. We're so close in time, but we're so far away from that. It's unbelievable, almost.
Well, at least you've got the Mariners, right?
Yeah, so far away though. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Hopefully our football teams can get us to the winter meetings, right? Instead of the other way around.
It's going to be tough. They're not looking like they're going to get us there.
No. All right. Well, on that note, have a safe and happy Halloween, everyone out there, and you too, Marcus.
I will.
And yeah, you know the drill. Please like and share the video. Hit that subscribe button. And for whatever it's worth these days, go Hawks.
I'm not even going to say it.